PMA, we back in the movies, y'all. We said we was back in the movies.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? That's what we go. We go to the movies. Some people fucking bring illicit items in there. You know how you do. With the granola and the banana.
I'm saying, when I spend it like I'm supposed to spend it, I spend like a 30 spot on snackages at the movie. That's a little extensive. So I'll give you 8 for the kernels, and I'm gonna buy the ticket.
I think it's more than 8 now.
Nah,
for the kernels.
I drop 8 for a little small or medium.
Oh, you get the small skin.
Yeah, I go solo dolo most of the time, and even when I go with the wife, she don't eat much, so she can snack. She can snack out of my joint.
I just went to see the Lilo and Stitch joint with my daughter. These kids eat a lot, bro.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
Because I used to get the $7 kid pack, and that's light.
Cool.
They run through that.
I be like, baby, what you want? Yeah, let me get 4 nachos, 3. I'm like, hey, yo, short, yo. They gonna be like, I'm like, how much be your life?
You know what I mean? Like, so that's the reason why we sneak shit in.
It's neither here nor there. But before we get started, you know what we do. Like, comment, subscribe. You feeling this vibe? Hit that notification bell to be in tune to all that bullshit going forward. Today, Final Destination.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll get further into the succulations and all that shit that was going on that Joe.
Whoa.
Pause, yo.
Whoa.
Enjoy the show.
From the 215 to 302, we kick some facts and talk the news. We keeping it real while acting a fool. So pardon my arrogance and let me holla at you.
PMA, welcome back to our couch show. 2 nut ass niggas that talk about nut ass shit.
Catch up, the kickback, whatever you want to call it, man. We was in the theater last week, so we figured we'd link this week.
On today's docket, Final Destination 6. Long awaited, actually, yo. I think it's been years since the film.
It's been a minute.
But I'm pretty sure you remember back working in the movie theater when the Jones was coming out. They were like big deals.
Big deals.
At that point,
big deals.
And I don't think, hold up. I don't know how many missed. I don't think none of them missed, yo. No. You know what's a good one? A good way of like figuring out if it's a good Final Destination movie, if you got you second guessing getting on some shit that you just seen.
Well, and that's every Final Destination,
like,
bro.
What the fuck?
Me and Meech was just talking about the other day why he won't go see Final Destination is because it's too close to real life. Like, you leave the theater thinking, you know what? This is why I'm never gonna have an empty water bottle roll around in my car because it's gonna roll under my brake pedal. I'm not gonna be able to brake.
It's crazy because I'm a Final Destination super fan. That's the second one when Shorty tried to brake with her son in the car on the road with the logulation.
Nasty.
Still to this day, I don't feel comfortable riding around a truck with logs on it, bro. I swear to God, bro.
To this day.
I swear to God.
To this day.
But you already know how I started out. OG. Final Destination, plane ride, flight 181.
Yeah.
No, it was 181, right?
187, I thought. Was it 187?
It's 182.
Crazy is me and wife just put it on last week after we watched this one. We put that on just to see, the playback, and it shit still plays very well.
Yes,
it plays very well.
Because you know what the dope thing about Final Destinations is that I feel like every death or near-death experience in life got some Final Destination type shit in
Facts.
it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all got that point in time where we almost died on some shit, and we was like, man, if this would have went that way, or if this would have went that way, or if I didn't do this, I wouldn't be here. You know, my man just got in a car accident not too long ago and on some wild-ass shit that wasn't. It's always the shit that ain't your fault. When you're doing some wild shit that's your fault, that's no Final Destination shit.
Right.
You caused that.
And the crazy thing is, ever since that accident, this part is the accident, but this is also a Final Destination thing. I'm now looking like 20 moves down the road whenever I go anywhere.
You have to.
Like, I'm like, you know what I mean? Oh, no, that nigga was speeding wild crazy next to me. Let me see what he doing up there. Because he going to be the one that caused the 30-car pileup. So, it's weird.
So, I seen a little bit of takes on this one about some people love the shit. I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some people love the shit, but there was a few detractors out there that say
corny.
This movie didn't do what the past 5 did as far as making you apprehensive about doing something, because there was nothing really. When I was like, the main shit in the movie was the tower.
The tower was
but I've never been on no shit like that, so it's like
facts. But
and not a lot of people can relate to that.
I think I understand that take because it's like these things, the way they died in the movie isn't necessarily as probable as some of the deaths that we've seen in previous Final Destinations.
And also, going up to some shit like that anyway, right. I would already be thinking, we're going to die.
Yeah, you already should be on,
like,
you know what I mean?
Going across the bridge.
Spidey senses should be tingling.
Driving on the highway.
Right.
Flying on a plane. They can happen, but people do it so often that it's like we don't think.
Right.
Today I'm going to die on this motherfucker.
Right.
Going up to some shit like that, dumb high in the sky. Today I'm like, yeah, I'm probably going to die on this motherfucker.
But
like, you know what I'm saying?
My only response to anybody who doesn't like the movie because it's not probable, you're corny. Don't watch it. Stay the fuck out of here, bro. If you don't like this movie, you're corny. That's a Mizzy Miz take. There's no way you can watch this movie and say that you didn't like it for one reason or another, bro. It's a good ass movie. You about to say some wild shit, bro. It's a good ass movie.
My only problem. This is the only because we got a grading system. We told you on Sinners, y'all got a grading system. My only knock on the film was the acting could have been a little better. Some of the acting seemed forced, but it's like Final Destination movies are meant to be cheesy. I'm about to say that. So it's like, okay,
none of the acting in any of the Final Destinations have ever stuck out to me. I can't remember any of them that had a good actor.
The deaths in the movies was so crazy you forgot about it, and it was fresh and new.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So that's the only problem. That's my only knock on it. Main shorty was trash.
Let's get into the real question. Kill of the movie for you is.
It gotta be Lawnmower Dude. Like
Lawnmower Dude. Okay, here we go.
We seen it. You know why that part was so good for me? Because it was obviously in the trailers and all that shit, right?
Which I didn't see. Stop watching trailers, people. Stop watching trailers, Q. It's ruining movie experiences for you.
Didn't ruin it for me. But before that, it was so many instances where it's like somebody about to die. Oh shit, you about to die. Right. The trampoline shit. Oh shit, shorty stopped.
Right.
And it's like
the glass. I'm steady trying to figure out who is going to eat and swallow
and
this
it was always a
glass.
Like, he ain't got the shit. Like fuck out of here.
The rake under the trampoline.
But that was the trailer. Like the big part of the Final Destination promo and shit was the glass.
All right, I do remember seeing the glass lead. So, I remember that.
That's what it was. But before that, everything prepped me for like, man. So it had me locked.
The mower definitely. I wasn't expecting mower to the face as that scene.
That was the first death. No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
But the first death was all them motherfuckers on the goddamn. They got blocked up.
Oh, bro. at the Skyview restaurant.
I don't think nobody survived. Correct? Nobody survived.
No. Nobody survived.
But
because Shorty and the
old
little black boy, they was the
old
two that
head
died
was
last.
like, get the fuck out my face, Stanley.
Yo, Skyview, the one board, I feel like this scene, because it happened so fast and there was a lot happening there, but I feel like this one probably goes unnoticed. The man's gets smashed by the Vader. He's trying to get on the elevator when they cram 30 or 50 people in the elevator.
That's what I'm talking about, the old head
bro,
who was like, yo, I know it's a weight limit, but move the fuck out the way.
And that shit comes down and he gets sliced and you see the blood oozing out of the Vader crack.
The dancing with the cracking and shit. That's a good thing about Foundation Nation. It gets you tense because it's like, what other Foundation was it? I think it was 3. It was what the fuck was it? The girl with she was the gymnast. And she was doing all that shit on that goddamn nail and shit. You was like,
just wondering any moment now.
Never hit the nail, but the next bitch hit the nail, then fell, hit the fan, and then snapped her fucking ass. What film was that?
I don't. They all get mixed to me, bro.
Because 3 was the worst, but it wasn't the worst.
I can't call none of them the worst. They all did what they were supposed to do. It got me in the theater to watch it, enjoy it, and be afraid of some shit afterwards.
3 was the only one that didn't have my man who died, who had a crazy good ass line in this shit. Because he actually died.
Oh, had the black boy?
But he knew he was about to die.
Yeah.
Tony Todd.
Yeah.
Y'all know Tony Todd.
Which I had to tell the wife. I was like, here he go again. She like, who that? I'm like, I'm about to slap you.
How you don't know Tony Todd?
You know Tony. You been this is the first flick. Like, come on now.
But you don't know Candyman?
She said that's Candy. She said that's Candyman. And I was like, yeah, he was in the first film. God damn it.
But I had a discussion with my homeboys. Like, I think before this film, I thought the whole time that nigga wasn't real. He was the devil. Because he was deaf himself.
That's a good take.
Until this John, I'm like, oh, he was actually communicating with John, so he is real. So, and then he was like, they show his little backstory origin. But he had a dope ass line, which I think people should live by to this day, of enjoy life. He was telling me not too long ago, man, enjoy life because I work entirely too much.
Yeah.
But that's what I like. I like the grind. I like getting that paper. I like, you know what I'm saying? I like having resources.
I like
but
the
every
line,
now and
though.
again, you got to go ahead and take a step back and enjoy life because you never know when it's on. Because obviously, he looked like he was about to die.
100%.
And I think and he died last year, so I feel like they been had this movie done.
Ben had it in the cut.
But they was doing all the respectful shit and then trying to, because I think they had more shit for him.
Probably.
So they just tied all of it up. But yeah, definitely movie was.
You said more scene. The
second one was probably what you about to say.
The kill of the movie had to be the MRI machine inverted suckage. That had to be killing the movie. And I thought the whole time when that was happening that the real kill of the movie was coming and it was going to be the spring from the vending machine. I'm like, that spring is about to do somebody in. For that to happen after the actual kill of the movie for me, him getting sucked into the MRI ski, inverted, folded in half backwards, and then his brother gets the spring in the head. Man.
That's another dope thing about Final Destination movies. You be trying to research if shit can really happen like that. You be like, hold up, is it MRI shit? Because I don't trust MRI machines.
Right.
Like, it's
Me
like,
neither.
God damn, bro.
Me
I don't like being in no dark ass fucking place anyway. You know how many scary movies and horror movies had an MRI machine in there? That's some wild shit. So I was like, that was the dopest part, but I ain't noticed till the end of the movie. Remember, they said he wasn't a part of their family bloodline, so he was cool.
True.
Him and the
dad.
No, him and the mom. The mom never died. The mom never died, and their dad never died because they was a part of it. Yeah. But she obviously just slung the cooch on another ball, and it came out at a crazy moment. But when he died anyway, I was confused.
Me too.
But then I wasn't confused because I remember that nigga skipped death in the tattoo parlor. He skipped death then, so it came back to get his ass.
Which is crazy because in the bigger scheme when it was all happening, I'm like, how the fuck Death running down on this nigga when he's not even real, he's not even Bud.
That's
like,
what I'm
it was
saying.
throwing me for a minute.
But his is just a whole different entity.
Oh, yeah, you was going to die anyway.
That's
nigga.
what I'm saying. Like, it
So
tried to
gonna
get you.
throw you in
It tried to
damn
get
flame.
you in this fucking, that nigga with the nose ring hanging up.
Bro.
Oh, my God,
it did. Look, when he had the nipples going, I'm like, this motherfucker better not have his cock pierced. And sure enough, bro, come on with the Prince Alberts, bro. Like, come on.
I don't understand. We're going to have another goddamn episode about that. What's with the piercing of the cockatoo, bro?
I don't want to know. I don't think I want to have an episode about it because it's a little too weird for me.
That's for the motherfuckers that like getting choked. That's the asphyxiation motherfuckers that be like this. Yeah, take me to the edge of death, baby. What the fuck is going on here? Trash truck John. It's always the motherfuckers. They ain't believe the girl. Obviously, it's always a fucking ploy. Nobody wants to believe.
She calls it fully out.
Know.
What's gonna happen?
My Dukes. I thought them three was gonna be cool. But then as you watch, I'm like, this is a Final Destination movie. Nobody's ever cool.
Nobody's ever cool.
You thinking when you think like it broke the curse and shit, and then the boy at the end was like, not really. You didn't really do anything.
I love movies that intertwine dumb shit that you're like, hey, look at that dumbass motherfucker. But it works out right. So obviously when Graham she sees the fire extinguisher and all that, and she steps out to sacrifice herself. I'm like, look at this dumbass bitch. You've been dipping and dodging death for 20, 30 years, and now suddenly you give yourself up.
Graham was crazy as shit, bro.
Graham was wild, bro. But even with the garbage truck scene, and they in the front of the truck with the, I'm like, who the fuck? Nigga, you're fired, bro. You got both earpieces in, bro. Wow.
But it's always films like that, bro. Remember the Snyder cut? When fucking the nigga crashed the fucking truck and Flash had to save the girl?
Yeah.
And the nigga was trying to fucking, what the fuck he was doing? Like, he was eating a fucking burger and shit, was trying to reach and get his fucking
dumbest shit.
And there was some, nigga, you were dropping a big rig, bro.
I love when dumb shit is intertwined perfectly. So it's like, even though it's dumb shit that would normally turn me off, it's perfect in this scene that it pisses me off enough to make me enjoy it.
Good acting.
Absolutely.
It was a good written plot because I feel like, I'm like, how can they connect all this shit? Boom, boom. And I knew they was going to connect the original They connected the original shit if you paid attention. Like the original deaths, all the Final Destinations, they made hints of them inside the film when she was doing all the research and shit. I was hoping when it was some of Bloodlines that it was going to, I thought that she was going to be like the first one. Premonition.
The premonition,
They never really expounded on that. So I was like, maybe they'll do another film like that. Or why death is really.
I also thought that after Graham had the premonition and then they got the younger offspring having the dreams, I thought they was going to spin it and give her the next level of premonition a little bit. Instead of her dreaming about the past, she's about to see the future, but we never got to see that spill out of it. And obviously she's done because she got the log in the back of the head.
Yeah.
So that bloodline is done. But I thought they was going to use that and run with it a little bit. But them not doing it still worked. It was still a really, really good flick.
Yeah.
I think for me it's like a 8.4, 8.5. Easily.
That's about what I got.
I enjoyed this flick, bro.
It made Grease. That's about what I got, yo. Yeah. My only knock was the act that could have been better, but that's Final Destination, whatever. So if you haven't seen it, go see it. Real quick before we go, what's your ranking to all of them? Top beginning deaths. The top beginning events.
Ooh, that's a tough one because the one that always lives in my head the most.
OG?
No, not even the plane one. Not the plane movie. It was the log one. The log scene. Not this recent log scene, but the OG log scene. That's the one that I'm never, ever going to forget.
Because they got fucked up, bro.
Now, it's funny because we rewatched the OG, and when the brother got done in by in the shower with the wild string.
Yeah.
When we rewatched it, I was in here cringing, bro. And in that moment, I said, I can't wait to pot on this because that's what it's supposed to do. When you watch a movie, bro, if you ain't cringing, if you ain't, it ain't, what you doing? And in this joint in the theater, I think I cringed at least 4 times, bro. So.
That was definitely, because they mom Deuce got fucked.
Bro.
Up in that goddamn ending scene.
Yeah.
My biggest shit to this day, and it makes me apprehensive every time bridge. Every time I go over a long-ass bridge, I can't look right or left I can't do none of that, bro. I'm just trying to get the fuck across this shit.
100%.
Because that shit did so much for me when I watched it. I'm like, man, this bridge shit kind of crazy because it's like, nigga, all that shit, bro, like all the other ones, like the log scene, I can do it. Like, I could try to get out of that.
You can try.
The plane shit, that's automatic.
Yeah, you chow cheese. That's right.
But the bridge shit, bro, that bridge because there's something happened recently, right? Remember the boat hit the bridge in Baltimore?
Yeah, that, and then recently, just in New York, it happened again.
In Philly, didn't the fucking shit cave in? Like, bro, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, I-95, brat.
Yo, imagine you driving on a fucking goddamn highway and you see that shit starting to crack, and you like, I'm gonna get across this shit as soon as possible.
I'm punching it.
No, yeah, so that's it, bro. But till next time, PMA out. Bitch.
From the 215 to 302, we kicking some facts and talking the news. We keeping it real while acting a fool. So pardon my arrogance and let me holla at you.